Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Thomas Welding, precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hubs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASMER stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today. Thomas Welding, precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hubs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASMER stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
This message is fired up and fueled by Redbird LP Gas Company. Bart Parker, class of 71 and proud state champ in both basketball and baseball, and the whole awesome crew at Redbird are cheering loud for the Eunice Cardinals. Whether it's academics or athletics, Redbird knows you're giving it your all, and Redbird sees your determination. Balancing books and the ball field isn't easy, but you're doing it with heart, hustle, and pride. Redbird is proud of you, Cardinals. Keep soaring. From Bart Parker and the Redbird crew, behind you all the way. Go Redbirds!
Thomas Welding. Precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hubs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASMER stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
All right. Thank you very much for being here on Game 2 of Eunice as the Cardinals Lady Birds take on the Lady Wolves of Hojo Academy, ranked at number 3. Should be an interesting one as both sides are going to be coming up. First off will be, this time around, will be the visiting team. That'll be Eunice and the Lady Cardinals. First up to bat is going to be, looks like that is number 10. Let's see, number 10, that's Riley Dillard once again, starting it all off. See what they can do with the bat first this time around. His first one goes across and be a ball. Kind of had to get set up quickly on this one, as both sides are here after getting a big win for both sides. Eunice, of course, with a 12-2 win, and Hojo with a 1-1 run game. 12-11 was their final score, so 12 runs is the key so far. 1-1 with that last one being a strike. This one is a foul ball to the left for 1-2 the count. So Dillard once again still at bat. Behind on the count, 1-2, as that one goes to the left for the ball. So 2-2 is it what it is right now. Little high for ball 3. Trying to adjust to the sun best I can. That one gets hit, and it's going to find its way to center or left field, and she's going to get on for calling her out. Yes, they are. I guess the throw was out in time. Yes, indeed. So the first runner, Dillard, does not get across, as it is out number 1 from the 9-3. Coming up next in the order, is going to be number 1. That'll be, of course, Haley Jones. So Jones is going to be there again. First one goes across for the ball. A little low on that one, ball 2. So Jones up next. 2-2 is the count right now. Or sorry, 2-0 is the count, and that's going to be hit to center field. It may go to the wall, and it does, to the fence, that is, as she gets a stand-up double. So nice hit from Haley as we've got one out and one on. Thanks everybody for being here on this nice Saturday. Sorry, not Saturday. Thursday. Throw myself off a little bit on that one as that one goes across. Will not advance the runner. It is going to be a ball. And batting for Eunice. Let's see, it should be hit and foul from the right, but very close to being safe or fair. That is Zamora. Zamora on the count. Gonna get fouled on the other side now, so she fouled both ways. We have 1-2 count right now. Zamora with one on and one out. That goes across down the pike for a strike. Can't believe she missed that one, or didn't swing at it anyway, as it goes for the strike and the out number 2 for Zamora. Bar is right in the way. Swing and a miss on that one. First one goes for the strike. As that is going to be Bella Pierce. Bella Pierce. She's going to hit that one to the left. Going to be taken over by what was shortstop, but she couldn't quite field it. So a single for Pierce to get her on. 2 outs, runners on the corners now, as it is Jones at third from her double. Coming up next, Sean Bump, but instead going outside, going to steal first. Nope, she's not. She's going to stay where she was. Not liking the layup of this one as that one goes high for ball 2. So that is going to be Nieto once again at bat. Going to go high on that one, and it's going to go fielding it to third. Tried to get it to third, but now we're going to go back to home. It looks like it's going to be tagged out. Yes, indeed, the runner got tagged before she was able to get to first. That was Jones. Or no, yeah, Jones, who is tagged out. And the fans, of course, are saying that she dropped the ball. Actually, that was out number 3. So we have the end of the top of the first. It is 0-0. Eunice going to be doing defense now against Hojo and the Lady Wolves. We'll be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Eunice Cardinal Network.
This message is fired up and fueled by Redbird LP Gas Company. Bart Parker, class of 71 and proud state champ in both basketball and baseball, and the whole awesome crew at Redbird are cheering loud for the Eunice Cardinals. Whether it's academics or athletics, Redbird knows you're giving it your all, and Redbird sees your determination. Balancing books and the ball field isn't easy, but you're doing it with heart, hustle, and pride. Redbird is proud of you, Cardinals. Keep soaring. From Bart Parker and the Redbird crew, behind you all the way. Go Redbirds! This message is fired up and fueled by Redbird LP Gas.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one call oil and gas company.
All right, just to verify, we just had the ruling overturned on the play. And now the manager for the Wolves, Rayford Spencer, is out there trying to argue his case as well. But now Eunice back up again, still on the top of the first. We haven't gone to the bottom of the first yet. Still tied at 0. And we have a runner on third. So let's see who's up next. It should be still Nieto. And it goes back to the top of the first still. That one goes low. Oh, that's a strike, actually. He called it a strike. Let's see if we get the numbers on that one. High hit, and it's going to be to the left, and that will be the final out as it goes to left field, the left fielder. And she was able to catch that one. That is, again, Thompson who was able to catch that for the Wolves. I know. That's the only time I'm going to say that. So the Lady Wolves now are going to be coming up next. And it will be more softball action right here for Eunice Cardinal softball.
Thomas Welding. Precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hubs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASMER stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
So that would be 2 hits, no runs, no errors, and 1 left on base, I believe. So let's go ahead and go to the bottom of the first now. Coming up top of the order, of course, will be for the Wolves. Iris Albert coming up first. Albert's going to be playing center field. That's where she was at. First one goes across for the ball. So 1-0 is the count against Iris. Iris had a .654 average earlier in this year. Goes across high for ball 2. So she is one of the disciplined players on the team. Of course, the team is ranked number 3. That one goes across for the ball 3. So down on the count behind. Oh, 0-3 the count. Here comes the pitch. Bunt pulled back, and a walk is issued. Iris gets on, and coming up next is going to be Lucia Daca. She's going to get on the other side, try to see what she can do with one on. That goes down the middle, and no call, though, for the ball. Want to know the count. Low, and it's going to be thrown to second in time, I believe. No indication. No, apparently she's safe. So a steal to second by Iris is successful. That goes across, and that will be a strike. So the count goes to 2-1. Hit, and it's going to go to third base. Thrown to first, and unfortunately a bouncer is going to get out of hand, and that's going to score a run. As Hojo goes from first to third, that'll be once again Daca, who had an RBI on that one with an error. And she reaches third. So it is 1-0 for Hojo Academy. Pinch runner comes in. That'll be Sosi. Coming up next, first one's going to be a strike, strike 1. That'll be for Danette Claw. Who hits it up the middle, gets recovered by shortstop, throws it to first, and it is in time, but they did have a runner cross. So an RBI 6-3 for out number 1. But the score did come across. So nobody on, 1 out. Coming up next, showing bunt, but no. It's going to go out. That'd be Maya Baca. So 1-0 is the count right now for the bottom of the first. hit that one, and it goes foul just barely as it goes across in front of the third base. But almost playable on that one. So the count. Delivered inside for the ball. Once again, back to the batter's box is Baca. Low for ball 3. So we've got Zamora, the junior, pitching for the Eunice Cardinals. So it's 2-2 right now. And it's going to be hit for the foul ball. And it goes out of play. And it's off to the left. We're in the 2026 Nucinda Credit Union State Playoffs 2A. And it's the District 4 that has been benefiting the most with their strong schedule, as they've been able to knock off some top-ranked teams. Zhao was able to beat this team just the other day. That gets hit, dribbled over to shortstop, actually third. And again, another bad throw to first is going to go underneath the glove and let the runner go to second. Sabaka on for the error at second. Now it's going to be Morgan, the designated player, as we get a conference on the mound for the pitcher. That is, of course, once again going to be Laylene Zamora, Jr. We're going to take a break. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on Eunice, whether you're on HobsonBreaker.com or YouTube.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
All right, Morgan up to bat as it is still Zamora on the mound. Didn't think they'd be changing it that quickly. That pitch goes across. It's going to be hit to third and rallied over to first in time for out number 3 or 2. Meanwhile, the runner, Baca, who was at second, ends up going all the way home, as Eunice got a little eager on that one, thought it was the third out, but instead it's just 2 outs. So 2 outs and another run scores. That's a bad mental error. Now coming up to bat is going to be Morgan, the designated player. Morgan has an average of 345. As we discussed this between 2 or 3, and I had 2 down, or actually I don't think I had any down at all, but it was 2 down. Let's see, we've got 1, and that was, yeah. And then, of course, the ump is hiding the player who is batting now. I think it is Elkins, but I want to make sure. As she hits it already, yes, that was Elkins, who now gets the 6-3 or 5-3 for out number 3. So it was a bit late as we had that one called for the third out. But 3 runs come across in the meantime. That was off of 1 error. Left none on base. Had 3 runs come across and I believe 1 hit, maybe no hits. Nope, no hits. We're going to go to the top of the second. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage. This is all happening right here. Thanks for watching.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of the Eunice community and the Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 15 years and is family owned and operated. Located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice, Guns Up is your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tank, rental equipment.
All right, we are back. Thank you very much for being here. Top of the second, Liz Gatton is up, and she's already hit the ball. It's gotten past third base, and she's going to find her way to first without a problem. A nice single for, once again, Liz Gatton. Coming up next is going to be number 20. That is, of course, Cheyenne Blevins. Blevins, who had the injury. First one's going to go for a foul ball as it's tipped back and to the right. Strike one. So one on, no outs. Top of the second. Blevins trying to get some work done on the bat. And then coming up after that, as that one goes foul as well, hits the fence, and it's unplayable. Should be Garcia. So Blevins looking at 0-2 right now and hits this one. Goes to second. She bobbles it a little bit before she gets it over to first, and it's going to be out for the 4-3. Was able to get Gatton to second. So once again, Garcia coming up next. Garcia is an 8th grader. Going to go high on that one for ball one. Actually, that is Madison Martinez. So Martinez up next. She's going to hit that ball. She's going to go straight to the pitcher. He gets the 1-3 and then the double play as well. So the 1-3-5. So 1-3-5 as Martinez hits into that play. And it is going to be the bottom of the second. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage. It's happening all right here on the Eunice Cardinal Network.
IPS Incorporated.
Thomas Welding. Precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hubs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASME-R stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
All right, one hit. Actually, yeah, one hit, no runs, no errors. And I do believe, yep, there was nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. It is the Eunice Cardinals and the Hojo Academy Lady Wolves. I don't know why I'm saying T-Wolves. All right, so the Wolves are coming up next for batting. First up is going to be, and they have the order 7, 8, 9. And it's going to be Chevelle, I believe, is going to be coming up later on. But right now, actually it is Chevelle right now, that's right. First up to bat, Chevelle, Charlie. As once again, she'll be facing the pitcher, who is Leilene Zamora. So first one goes across, down the pike for a strike, strike one. Thompson up after her. That's going to be a ball. Looked like it might have been a call for a strike, but instead doesn't get anything at all. This one's hit, but foul to the left. So it'll be 2-1 for the count. Thompson up next. After that will be see if I can find that information. Oh, yeah. That one goes out for the ball. That's what I thought. Can't see the names on here. 7. That is 16, and that is, oh, okay. Six, not 16. Meanwhile, back on bat. I gets hit foul. And that should be 2-2. That goes high. Full count now, 3-2. So full count. This one gets high. Could be caught by the catcher, and no, she misplays it. Unfortunately, that means the play continues on, but a nice little try from Klaus. So no change in the count on that one. Actually, no, that's not Klaus. That is Nieto. As that gets hit left, foul, out of play. So still at bat, again, is going to be Chevelle Charlie. Thompson waiting to come up next. Full count on. Just goes a bit outside. That'll be a walk. Ball 4. So 1 on right now with the walk. Thompson up next. Had to battle it out against Capitan with 12 runs against 11. That one gets bunted pretty nicely too, as it does its job. Advances the runners to first and second respectively, and still no outs. So a bunt. And that means 2 hits in a row. Coming up next once again is going to be Sosi. That one's hit. Actually, that is number 16. So Hayden. Let's see. Oh, Aiden. Actually, it's Aiden, I bet. I thought I saw Aiden. That one is hit dribble, but it will go foul as it goes just to the left of third base. So she'll have to run back after finding out. So runners go back to their bases. And that is going to be hit up the middle. It's going to be caught for out number 2. And did they get 2? Yes, they did. They threw out number 3 at second base. Or at least, actually, no, that's just out number 2. That's right. So we're not going to do that again. So out number 1 from Aiden was center field for catch. And Thompson, actually, could have been, actually, I think it was Charlie Chevelle, who had the out number 2. throws to first, and that is not in time, as it is Thompson who steals to second. So still bottom of the second, 2 outs. That one goes across for a strike. Wolves were able to get 3 in the first. Tasting nothing but dirt now. That one goes low for the ball. Top of the order is going to be Iris Albert. 1-1 with the hit right there. It's going to be caught. Actually, it's me thrown out at first, the shallow infield out. And that'll be the end of the second inning. We're going to go to the top of the third. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage. This is all happening right here on the HobbsAmerica.com and YouTube.
Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of the Eunice community and the Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 15 years and is family owned and operated. Located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice, Guns Up is your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tank, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on the Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
First pitch goes across, a little high for ball 1. As it is Skeets who is on the mound still. That one goes for a foul as it's hit back towards us once again. That is going to be, let's see, that is Charisma. Nope, sorry, wrong one. Audrey Garcia up. As that one is hit to second base for out number 1. So a shallow hit to second base gets Garcia out. Coming up next, top of the order will be Riley Dillard. Dillard was able to get, actually had an infield out in the first. Hit this one high. It's going to go, almost got caught by the catcher, but instead loses the handle as she falls down. And luckily she is all right. But, yeah, she had a chance to get the out on the right-hand side and unable to get or complete the catch. So that was Daka. And luckily she didn't hurt herself. She did that before. But instead it'll be a long strike. So Dillard 0-1, hits this bun. It's going to go to the left center, and it's going to be all the way back to the fence. She's going to get at least a double stand-up double, and it's played badly. And she's going to go ahead and run to a third after the error throw. So she's going to get from second to third off that double, and took advantage of the mishap. That is not what I meant to hit, but here we go once again. Second in order, going to be Jones, Haley Jones. Jones had a double last time up, but could not reach. And this time around she hits. She's going to get an RBI single. Yes, indeed. So once again, quickly on the bats. And it is Dillard who got across for the run. Meanwhile, Eunice and Texaco tangling at it. Again, number 1, and they've already faced Texaco a few times, of course. That one goes high, and that'll be ball 1 for Zamora. More looking good as last time. So while she did strike out, she wants to do better than that, and that one is going to go back to me for the tip foul. So count goes to 1-1. One and one for Zamora. Inside, foul, sorry, not foul, ball 2. So 2-1 is the count. That one gets hit up the left-hand side past third base, and it goes into the outfield. Safe at second. So Zamora gets on with that single. Gets Haley Jones to second. And coming up next is going to be Bella Pierce. That's going to roll out as it went left, foul for strike 1. 3-1 is the score right now. With threatening for Eunice on first and second. This one gets high. Another one that could be caught. And this time, again, misses, just barely though. That is her second time that she has been able to make that play. But she definitely puts it all out there to try. And that is some good hustle, that is for certain, but a strike nevertheless. So checking on the catcher, making sure she's okay. Got a little dirty, but nothing she can't handle back in the box. Actually back out again. It's going to be Bella. This one goes low for the ball. All right, so we've got runners at first and second once again. This one's going to be hit high, and it's going to go to center field for out number 1. Do it. Strike on that one. So it goes across for Nieto. Now it's going to get hit. It's going to go to second base. Couldn't handle it, so it'll be a hit. An error. Once again, that is for Gaton. Now we have, actually that was not Gaton, that was Nieto. So Nieto was able to get on base. The top of the 4th on a fielder's choice. And now it's going to be over to shortstop. Shortstop throws it to third and is out of the area, misses the target. And now the bases are loaded, juiced, as Gaton was able to hit that one for a single. Coming up next is going to be Blevins. No, actually that's going to be as we find out, first pitch is going to go across, swing on a miss, strike 1. So the batter is the 8th grader Pichelle Macy. As that goes low for the ball. There you go. I think the dirt's watering my eyes up, but either way, 1-1 is the call right now with bases loaded. And it is, I believe, 1 out. As that is going to be hit over to third. Actually, it's going to be outfield. And will be safe on first for Pichelle. So a single on that one. RBI as well. and it is Martinez as the Wolves gather around together to talk about what's going on as the bases are still chalked. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage. It's all happening right here on the Eunice Cardinal Network.
This message is fired up and fueled by Redbird LP Gas Company. Bart Parker, class of 71 and proud state champ in both basketball and baseball, and the whole awesome crew at Redbird are cheering loud for the Eunice Cardinals. Whether it's academics or athletics, Redbird knows you're giving it your all, and Redbird sees.
All right, we're back in action. Very short timeout as the batter is back in the box. And that delivered high for a ball. So Maddie Martinez once again on the bat. It is 2-1 for the count. That gets hit right back to the pitcher. Skeets could not handle it. And it'll be another hit as it gets across. So the small ball is working for Eunice as it gets another RBI single. This time around looked like that was for, I believe it was Nieto. Game's tied at 3 right now. Coming up next should be Garcia. First one goes up, that'll be a strike. So I was wrong about that. 0-1 the count. Gets that one hit, gonna go up the middle, gonna find some room and definitely get a single knock off of that one for Garcia. As it has been hit after hit after hit for the Cardinals, singles all the way. A RBI single for her. As coming across should have been Gaton. So now Eunice up by 1, 4-3. And there is a change in the pitching, looks like. That's coming up will be the other pitcher, the one that is deadly at times, but Jal was able to handle her last time. This time around, of course, Elkins is going to go out there to warm up to pitch. Let's pause for a moment. We'll be back as we continue coverage right here. 4-3 is the score. Eunice on top, and it is the top of the 4th right now, still with 1 out.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Thomas Welding, precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hubs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASME-R stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
We're back. So far it is 4-0. Jal is losing to the Lady Falcons. Let's see what inning it is. As we're about to get underway once again, it'll be Dillard. Top of the order once again for the Lady Redbirds. First one goes across for, I believe, a ball. Looks like they are in the top of the 4th as well. As that one gets hit by Dillard, and she's going to get the single going across. A run as well, so an RBI single for Dillard as they continue to move and groove the runners along. Again, they got the new pitcher, Elkins, to come in to try to get this thing out, but has not been able to so far. Double check to make sure that it is correct. Actually, it shows 7-3. And that is going to be a wild pitch, so it'll be a ball for Haley Jones. And she is going to be at 0-1. So 1-0 is the count right now. Sorry, I'm at 1-0. Gets up the middle, over to second. She's going to rally it over to first. And that'll be in time with the 2 outs. Apparently there was 2 outs, so that'll be out number 3. But we are in the bottom of the fourth. And we'll talk about what happened at the top of the third here in just a second. But right now, let's go ahead and thank one of our sponsors. Without him, of course, we would not be able to put these on the air.
IPS in
Parker Energy Support Services, proud to be a part of the community. Parker keeps the oil field moving with water hauling, dirt work, and disposal services. The real pride is the people. Supporting the youth is at the core of who Parker is. Parker believes in the future, and Parker Energy is a proud supporter of the Eunice Cardinals. Parker Energy is now hiring, including a Class A CDL vacuum truck driver, competitive pay, strong benefits, and a team that treats you like family. Stop by Parker Energy today and apply. Build your future with a company that believes in its people and its community. Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of the Eunice community and the Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 15 years and is family owned and operated. Located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice, Guns Up is your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tank, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on the Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
So that was 4 hits, 6 runs, 1 error, and 3 left on base. We're going to go to the bottom of the fourth. And the Wolves looking at a deficit right now, as it is 7-3, a 4-run deficit. First one up. So gets a ball. That was a strike call. Caught the corner. But it's going to be 2. Maybe that is the top of the order. I think Iris already went. So, yes, it should be Daka as she gets that hit and legs it out to first for a hit. Actually, no, it was caught. So, out number 1 already. As we're in the bottom of the fourth. Once again, that'll be Danette Claw coming up next. As she gets that one hit over the head of the pitcher. Second base, or actually shortstop, tried to field it, but instead went past her glove. Goes in the outfield, so it'll be a single for Danette Claw. So 1 down and 1 on. Coming up next will be the big number 24. So Audrey Garcia coming up next. Audrey's at first, sorry, that's what I meant to say. So Audrey. Well, she may have been there from last time too. All right, so that is going to be check something here. Hit, and that is going to be a bunt that is going to advance the runners. Get her over to third, maybe in time. Off to second. Nope, bad throw, and that's going to end up costing a run as 24 comes around. And she may get all the way. Yep, she does. So that hit ends up being 2 runs from errors. So 2 back for the Wolves. Now coming up next, it's going to be number 11. That'll be Morgan. So let's see what happens with that one, as it was Danette Claw who was able to get in. And we're going to have a pause for a moment. Let's take a break. Be back as we continue coverage. It's all happening right here on the Eunice Cardinal Network.
Thomas Welding. Precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hubs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASME stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
Let's see if we have a change in pitching. It is going to be Madison Martinez, the senior, is coming in to warm up Actually, nope. She's still on the mound. Sorry, that is going to be same pitcher, so it is not Madison, but it is going to be Morgan Martinez, I believe. Anyway, that's going to be hit to shortstop, mishandled, and will be a hit, or at least an error, E6 for Morgan. She gets to first. And now to Miss Elkins, who is the pitcher right now. That goes in for the strike. 0-1 is the count. Sorry about being behind. I'm trying to keep up. 7-5 though is the score. 1 on. That's going to be hit to the third base and knocks off of her glove. Unable to get the double play. Maybe that's what she was thinking about before trying to scoop it up. But nevertheless, though, tried to throw it first, and looks like that is going to be out after all. And so throw to first is in time for out number 1 against Elkins, the pitcher. And now it's going to be Chevelle, Charlie, up again. Last time walked and was out at second. Swung on and foul to the left for strike 1. So let me see. I've got so 2 outs and 1 on. Chevelle with a bunt. That's going to go foul. 0-2 now the count. So 0-2 the count right now. Okay, that is going to be Lee. As that goes back for the ball. There we go. Hit high, and it's going to go shallow. And missed. Oh, man, she played it a little too casually. It popped in and out of her glove. So that was second baseman, of course. That'll be not an out. So instead, we're going to get runners at first. And that's going to go across. No steal on the base. So Thompson up now was Charlie, who was able to get that error, E4. So 2-run difference right now, 7-5. Count now. Hits this one, it goes to third. She's going to throw it to first. That is in time for out number 3. Oh. So we got through 4. We in the top of the 5th here in just a second as I get all my stuff together. Be back. In the meantime, though, of course, we're going to thank our sponsors. Here's one of them.
IPS.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. When you want the job done right, trust the professionals at DNC Electric for all your electrician's needs. DNC Electric does oil well installations, battery installations, power lines, automation, electric motor repairs, transformer repair, and so much more. When you want a reliable, dependable electrician for all your commercial and industrial services, call DNC Electric 492-0044, 575-492-0044. DNC Electric, 1444 West Broadway.
All right, we are back. Thank you very much for being here. Once again, that was an interesting inning for the Wolves as they got 2 back off of 2 hits with 1 error and 1 left on base. We go to the top of the 5th. And the first pitch goes across, swing and a miss for strike 1. Batting right now is going to be Leland Zamora. Hit and foul, but in play, and that is caught for the out. Zamora who struck out, and that will be now Bella Pierce up. No. So that was Don Morgan, who is going to be over at JAL. Going to be doing that game in a moment. Meanwhile, though, high ball, and that'll be ball number 1. I believe it's going to be a count of 2-1. But don't quote me on that. Not yet. Bella Pierce, though, I do know that. She is up right now. A little low. Another ball. So once again, a change in pitching happened. And Elkins on the mound for the Wolves. A little high, and that was ball 4, so I was correct about that. So she does take a base. Once again, that is going to be Pierce at first. So Nieto coming up again. Melanie Nieto, who had a 373, already hit it. And it will be foul as it goes out of play. So as they say, the long strike. So 1 out, 1 on. Top of the 5th. Going to 7. 2-run lead for this Eunice Cardinals team. If they can win this one, they're going to face the winner of loser of the Loving JAL game. And last time I saw, Loving was leading. And that throw is going to be off as much as it was for the Eunice Cardinals. But they're going to advance to 3rd. Let's see, are they safe or out? Safe. Eunice was able to get there in time, slid at 3rd. And that was safe. Once again, I believe that was Bella Pierce who got to 3rd. And Nieto who is at 2nd. So it should load up the bases as Liz Gaton now is coming up. She had a single at last time at bat. Actually, no, it won't load the bases up, but it will put them on 1st and 3rd. So they're on the corners. As the manager is out for the Wolves, he's going to be having a conference with the ump to make sure that this was a safe call. From here, but then again, I'm kind of blocked on my vision a little bit, so it's hard to see the whole play. We're taking a break, so let's take one with them as we continue coverage happening right here. Thanks for watching.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all JAL, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all.
So Blevins is up. That was first strike call as she watched it go by for Liz Gaton. Sorry, that's Liz Gaton. Gets that one hit, and it's going to go to first for an out. That is out number 2 as Liz Gatton could not make it to first in time. And now it's Blevins who's coming up next. High on that one, and it could be a wild pitch. It will advance the runner to third. As that is going to be Nieto. So wild pitch, and that'll be a ball call for Blevins. 1-0. And that is high to the right, just above the first baseman. She's able to catch it, and that'll be out number 3. Of course, that'll be for Danette Claw. So Danette Claw gets the third out, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. Be back in a moment as we continue our coverage right here on the Eunice Cardinal Network, whether you're on HobbsAmerica.com or YouTube. Thanks again for being here.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards! Eunice Municipal Schools is proud to serve their students and community every single day. From kindergarten to high school, Eunice Schools has stood strong, delivering quality education, building resilience, and shaping tomorrow's leaders. This year, Eunice Schools is focused on more growth, more learning, and more Eunice pride because Eunice is on the move and the schools aren't slowing down. To the students, families, staff, and the entire Eunice community, thank you for being a part of something special. Let's make this year one to remember.
So Eunice wasn't able to get a score to come across. They got close. They had a runner at third, but stranded them there. So one left on base. And it is still Madison Martinez, the senior, out there pitching on the mound as we're at the bottom of the 5th. Scheduled for 7 on this one. Of course, the winner of this game is going to be facing the loser of the Loving Jow game. And let's see if I can get a quick update on that one. As they were in the 4th last time I saw. Still 4-0, so it's a tight game as it goes to the bottom of the 5th. So bottom of the 5th, 4-0 there for Jow as they are down by 4 against Loving. So at least they're not getting blown out like they have been in the past. This one's going to be a hit by pitch, and it's going to advance her to first. That is going to be for Hayden. So top of the order again for the Wolves. As it'll be Iris Albert. First pitch goes across, a little outside, throwing for the steal, but no steal was taken. So Iris Albert, made that difficult, more difficult than it should have been. Has been on a couple of times. And that is going to be out in left field. So hit to left and taken out. Round number 1. Runner still at first. Of course, that is going to be Iris Albert. Coming up next to bat is going to be the first baseman, Danette Claw. Person goes across for the ball. Ball 1. That goes a bit wild pitch, and it's going to get the runner to advance to second. Of course, again, that's going to be Albert. And Danette Claw, 2-0 in the count. Where did they hit by? Oh, there it is. It's me high and missed. First baseman is going to be able to get it and tag for the out. So first baseman is out. Oh, that's what it was. For the second out. It's too busy having fun trying to get numbers in here. All right, so next, actually it looks like that'll be the net clause coming back. So let's see, as there's a question about that last play. So as both sides are getting ready, here we go with a hit. It's going to go up the middle to the right, and it's going to find the fence. One run comes across, as it is going to be all the way to second for the net claw. So it'll be an RBI double. Coming up next should be Maya Baca. Unless it's Lee. It could be Lee because she did bat last time. First one goes low, and it is Lee for ball one. Fix that. All right, sorry about that. 8-7 is the score. Bottom of the fourth once again. Actually, it's bottom of the, anyway. Swung on and hit, foul. 0-2 is the count. Actually, I do believe it is the let's fix that for a moment. Low ball. Up a little high on the throw, and that is probably going to score unless they get that throw in time. No, they do not. That means that it is the first baseman who is able to throw or get in and score. Now, if I've got the score correct, it is tied at 8. 2-2 is the count. Now Thompson with the ball now. Actually, that was Lee. She gets a nice single and a round of applause. And the next up will be, these numbers never match, do they? So hit to the left. And that's me. Another score, run scores. As she gets to second base, another RBI double. So another run, and that means now the Wolves have a one-run lead. Strike one on that one as it goes across once again for Elkins. So quickly the action as always. This one's hit to third. Going to get over to first base, and that'll be in time. So out number 3 is there. And we are at 9-8. Be back in a moment as trying to pick up a paper, but it didn't work. So pause for a moment, be back and let you know what's going on right here
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans. Lavelle Insurance, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
We are at the top of the 6th, and it is Lady Falcons up 6-0 over the Jowl Panthers. Meanwhile, back here, it is a 1-run lead so far for the Wolves. Coming up first to bat. Bit outside on that second pitch is going to be for Martinez. 2-0. That is going to be 3-0 now. Thought that might have been something, but no. So Martinez as we're on the top of the 5th right now. I thought we were already, but never mind. As that gets hit. Actually, it'll be a walk. So right now, one on, Martinez on with the walk. And next up is going to be, that is Blevins. All right. Goes inside for a strike. Swung on high on that one for a miss. Actually, that's going to be Garcia. So 0-2 the count. Swung on and strike 3 on that one. Unfortunately, he swung and missed, as it was also a high delivery on that one. So 2 outs so far. The one run lead for the Wolves. Coming up next, top of the order is going to be Dillard. Dillard had a single last time, a double also before that. As that gets hit foul. So 1-1 is the count. It gets hit up the middle, going to go to the infield or outfield for a nice single. Dillard on again. It means Haley Jones is going to be coming up next. Last time she got an infield out. She'd like to improve on that. So there'll be a pinch runner. I mean, it looked like that was number 17. Number 17 is listed as, I don't know. Let me see. Oh, that's Gretchen Bell, that's right. So that gets hit. It's going to be safe at first, as the ball was handled at third, but not in time. So let's see, we are at Jones at first. And his bases loaded now. As that goes across for the ball, should be Zamora coming up next. So Zamora, low offering on that one, ball 2. Zamora again, another throw, and this time it's going to be low as well, ball 3. There we go. So it is Zamora, 3-0. Ahead of the count, and that one goes high for ball 4, and that will walk in a run. So an RBI walk, and it makes it 9-9. Then we up next. It's going to be Bella Pierce. Pierce is going to be having her first one hit high. It's going to be shallow. Actually, it's going to go into the outfield just barely for out number 2 as the center fielder was able to grab that one, camp underneath it. So bases are still loaded. Nice little wind here. And it goes across for the strike. And again, that's going to be heading to bat. That was Bella Pierce who had the out. So Nieto, the bat, with the bases full. High on that one, shouldn't have swung at it. It was going to be a ball. Instead, will end up being a strike. Ow, ow, ow. 1-2 the count. That one goes across and strike 3, and that does keep the bases from emptying. That means 3 left on base. We're going to be back in a moment as we continue coverage. It's happening all right here.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. Our 360.
All right, so we had 3 hits, 3 runs. We also had 3 left on base, so that means extra opportunities that were wasted or unused. So that may bite them in the end. But right now it is tied at 9 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Also have an update for you for looks like Jow Loving is over with. Let me see, double check on that one because I think it might have been the ranking too. Last time though, checked 6-0 as it was in the bottom of the 6th. Maybe that's all it was the ranking was changed. But either way, back to it, and we've got the next batter up. Should be strike 1 for Charlie Chevelle. Maybe that's a strike on that one, so strike 2. Oh, wait a minute. Two and 1 now the count, so it wasn't a strike. It's 2-1. That goes across for the ball, so 3-1 now for the count. For Charlie Chevelle, as we have a meeting on the mound. Let's go ahead and take a break. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage. This all happening right here.
Eunice Municipal Schools is proud to serve their students and community every single day. From kindergarten to high school, Eunice Schools has stood strong, delivering quality education, building resilience, and shaping tomorrow's leaders. This year, Eunice Schools is focused on more growth, more learning, and more Eunice pride because Eunice is on the move and the schools aren't slowing down. to the students, families, staff, and the
All right, we have a hit on that one, and it goes 5-3 for the out. Quickly done as the timeout didn't last very long. So once again, that'll be Charlie who is out. Route number 1. Coming up next is going to be Thompson. Showing bunt on this one. She's able to hit it, but foul. Oh, no, it's fair. Let's see. Somebody's saying foul. And it looks like she is going to run back to bat again. So foul ball on that one for Thompson. Hits it again, this time fair as it goes third to first. And again, throw is low and is not able to catch it. Otherwise, it could have been an easy out. Throws all the way to third. Let's see if it's safe or out. Safe at third. So Thompson gets a single and stretches it out to a triple with an throw error. So Hayden coming up next. Last time was hit by pitch. Goes low for ball 1. So a 1-0 is the count. 2-0 now, as that one is the ball. Nice day out with no clouds. Maybe a little would have been nice, but nevertheless, though, 3-0 the count now. As that one also goes across for the ball, a little low. So Martinez, 3-0. Now it is going to be a strike 1. Martinez with another delivery coming up to her. It's going to be hit softly and, flicked over to first. That'll be an out, but not before the run also scores as well. So it is out at first with the 1-3. Actually, that'll be the second out, but not before getting the RBI as well. This time quickly hit. And a hit over to first. So that'll be an easy out as it was the top of the order for Iris Albert. So we're going to the top of the 6th. It is a 1-run lead for Hojo as the Wolves are up 10-9. Be back in a moment as we continue the coverage right here.
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans. Lavelle Insurance, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
So it's the bottom of the 6th, and it is 7-0. Jowl is down by 7 against the Loving Falcons. Loser's going to be here for the game. They're going to be playing the winner of this game. So far, it is a tight one as first one coming up to bat. should be. That is going to be Lucia, I believe. And we're into the first and second pitch. That's going to be a strike as it goes down the pike. So Lucia Docky. No, wait, that is the wrong one. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. See, actually, that is going to be Liz Gatton. Sorry about that. So Liz down in the count right now as she swung on and missed that one. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 for Liz. And out number 1. Then we have next going to be Michelle. Swung on a miss, strike 1, and it seems to be starting to be a pattern right now for early swinging. Gets hit on that one and will go straight over to shortstop for the out. So an easy out number 2, as it is Martinez coming up next, I believe. Activity going on all around us still. As that one gets hit over the head of the pitcher, and she will leg it out for Martinez to get to first in time. Nope, actually no. She is called out instead. So 3 up, 3 down, as that is the third out, or 6-3. So we'll be back in just a moment with no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, no walks, and no strikeouts. Actually, 1 strikeout. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Eunice Cardinal Network.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
So there's a good chance that looks like, unless things change over there in the other field, Jal is going to be the player or the one that's going to be playing the next game here against the winner of this one, Eunice versus Hojo, number 3 versus number, I want to say 8. Nevertheless, though, Hojo is up and ready to go for the Wolves. First batter up. Swung on and missed, strike 1. And again, that is going to be for Lucia Daka. So that'll be hit and go from pitcher to first for out number 1. So the 1-3. As that was nicely done, nicely played from, I believe it was, wrong one. Oh, there it is. So swung on and fouled. Strike 1. Again for Danette Claw, who is up now. On to strike 1, so 1 out, nobody on. 0-1 the count. That'll be outside, low for ball 1. 1-1. 1:30 in the afternoon as that one gets hit over just past the pitcher for a nice little single. Goes to the outfield. Forget how to score sometimes. All right. So Maya Baca is coming up. Actually, no, Lee is coming up next. Lee was able to score last time off a single. Audrey Lee, first one is going to be a little high for ball one. So got a runner on. Sounds like somebody scored over there. That goes across for the ball. So 2-0 the count. Actually, yep, 2-0 the count. Gets that one across for the ball, ball three. And now it is down on the count once again for Eunice. Martinez gets that one across for the strike. Stolen base, trying as they throw it to second, and it is not in time, safe at second. So, steal. And the count goes to 3-1. That one's high for ball four. So a walk, and it will set up first and second. That's coming up next will be say Morgan for the moment. Let's see. That goes right across the pike for a strike. So 0-1 the count. That one gets hit back up the middle. It's going to find the gap, and it looks like it could load the bases. Nope, she's going to run and score. So it was Nanette Claw who was able to score on that one for another run. That's 2 runs now on top for the Wolves. So it is now Elkins back up again. Takes that first one right across the pike for a strike, strike one. Haven't seen too many of those, but that definitely did look like a strike to me, and it was. Hit that one, same spot as it goes into the outfield, left, and that's going to score a run unless they get the throw in time. They do not. They're going to go back to third and tag out. So the runner got a little greedy, Morgan did, and got out at third. But a runner did come across, as it was Elkins who was able to get that RBI on the fielder's choice. Goes to 12-9. 12 seems to be the lucky number here so far today for some teams. So number 16, pinch runner. As we have one on, I believe. Yep. First one goes across for the ball. So 1-0 is the count. That goes across. Ball two. So they throw to third. And we'll be safe at third as she steals once again. So Charlie Chevelle Charlie at the plate. There we go, as the batters continue to move and groove for the Wolves. A little high on that one, and ball four. So runners should be on the corners. That is 2 outs. Always mindful about balls that come from other fields. That one goes swing and a miss. I think it's got a tip either way, though. It is going to be strike one for Thompson. So Thompson with an 0-1. Comes back again. And that'll be strike 2 as the steal comes in, and that is going to be safe. Even though catcher had the ball, but again, goes up as it is still Thompson. 0-2 though. And it is the coach that comes out here, Eunice, of course, Gipple. Going to ask about what happened, why that was safe, and what to do to be able to get beyond the problem of blocking the plate. Had that issue in the last game. Didn't cost them a game, but again, you got to bring these things up when you feel is necessary. So let's pause for a moment, and we'll be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Parker Energy Support Services, proud to be a part of the community. Parker keeps the oil field moving with water hauling, dirt work, and disposal services. The real pride is the people. Support.
All right, well, that was determined. Instead of being a score, it is the out, number 3. So Eunice gets away with it, even though they have 3 runs to make up for that. They did get 1 across, I believe. No, 2 across. In any case, we're going to go to the top of the 6th. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here. It's all about Eunice Cardinal softball.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities.
All right, we're back as Eunice is up again. Top of the 6th one more time, and it is, that is Autumn Davis coming in to bat. First one goes for I believe a ball as it hits the back. Stop. Autumn Davis facing another, I guess that one was a foul tip, so 0-2 is the count. As we're going to 7. Well, not the best of 7, that'd be interesting. A little high as it was rising up, and ball one. So 1-2 the count for Autumn Davis. That finds a way. Yes, it was 2-2. It is 2-2, so good for me. Or good for Eunice. They don't have to worry about striking out yet. Autumn Davis, 2-2, hits this one. It's going to go up to first base, and she's going to tag it out before Autumn is able to get there. So nice tag from third. That'll be Danette Claw for out number one. Coming up, Riley Dillard, top of the order. Last time she did get a single. In fact, she's had 2 singles and a double in this game. Has only been able to score once. That one goes across. So going to do some more damage with her bat. Up, swing and a miss. Strike on that one. Swing and a miss. Strike two. She's got to protect the plate on this one. She is down 1-2. In fact, she has not seen this one since the beginning. Swung on a miss, strike three. So 2 strikes, or 2 outs in this inning. So that first one goes for Haley Jones. It's foul. So 7 is what we're going for right now, top of the 6th. Swung on and fouled for strike 2. Hits this one, goes foul, or not foul, high, and will be caught by second base. And that will be out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, as it is a Loving finale, 8-1, Loving over Jal. So Jal will be coming over here momentarily to face. Oh, this is going to be it. All right. So after 7, it was 7 actually, so I was right about that. And we are going to go, and it'll be Eunice versus Jal coming up. Once again, final score 12-9. Both of these games apparently ended around the same time. So we're going to pause for a moment, be back, and continue coverage right here as we've got you on the Eunice Cardinal Network.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in well sick care for all ages, well women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards! Eunice Municipal Schools is proud to serve their students and community every single day. From kindergarten to high school, Eunice Schools has stood strong, delivering quality education, building resilience, and shaping tomorrow's leaders. This year, Eunice Schools is focused on more growth, more learning, and more Eunice pride because Eunice is on the move and the schools aren't slowing down. To the students, families, staff, and the entire Eunice community, thank you for being a part of something special. Let's make this year one to remember.
So that means the close of the Lady Cardinals season as they go down once again by the score of 12-9. See if I can get some numbers for you. Both sides fought very hard. Hojo also a young team as they had to face Jal earlier, and that's one of the reasons why they were in the are in the losing bracket, consolation bracket as they call it. So let's see. So 2 games. Just too much, as once again 12-9 was the final score. And how'd they do it? Well, it was three in the first for Hojo, and it was Eunice coming up with 1 in the first. So 3-1 was the score after 1. Neither one of them scored in the second, so it stayed at 3-1 with the Tigers on top. Had 3 runs in the third for Hojo, but 6 for Eunice. And they got them 7-6, so they had a lead by 1. Fourth inning saw Eunice put in 1 run versus 3 for Hojo, and the Wolves once again have the lead. 1 apiece in the 5th and 2 in the 6th, and then none in the 7th, and that means 12-9 was the final score. Eunice with 9 runs off of 12 hits, 8 errors is what they caused, unfortunately, and it was 12 runs off of 6 hits with 3 errors that gave the Wolves their win. Let's go ahead and pause for a moment, be back, and we're going to continue coverage, and we're going to work this out and see what's going to happen next. But I do believe it's going to be Jal Sports. It's going to be the next one going to be broadcasting the game. But I'm not done yet here, so give me a moment, be back, and we'll continue coverage. And thanks once again to our sponsors.
As Lee County's
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities.
All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up as we're going to get set up for the next game. Looks like it's going to be as done as quickly as possible. 2:30 is the start time. It may start then. It may start a little early. We'll find out, though. Once again, the Eunice, unfortunately, their season does end, and it comes to the end by the hands of the Hojo Academy Lady Wolves. So thanks again for being here. For myself, I want to thank Evie Stuber back at the station, making sure this is running properly. And we'll see you again on the Jal Sports. For the Jal Jal Lady Panthers, as they have dropped now to the consolation round, facing number 1 Loving. I'm not surprised as they lost that one. But it'll be Loving going on tomorrow to the championship game versus the winner of this one of the next game between Hojo Academy and Jal. And Jal has already beaten them once just last week. That was in Gallup. In their home field, actually, so it'll be interesting to see these two match up again. In the meantime, though, take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. And if you want to come back, we're going to be on Jal Sports here in just minutes.